Hi everyone and welcome to our Tech Training Thursdays. Today we have Zoila Mendez, our CIT and 4th grade teacher over at Garcia Elementary. She's going to be talking to us about creating STAAR benchmark review using games with MagicSchoolai. Zoila, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Um, as I was scrolling to TikTok like this past week, because I was supposed to be doing Microsoft reading coach, but then I changed my subject last minute because I saw this on TikTok and I tried it with my kids and my kids really, really liked it. So it's very easy. It's just a game. Like he said, I'm a CIT from Garcia Elementary, 4th grade teacher. And all we have to do is we're going to create review sessions for the students using the AI, Magic School. We're going to launch the rooms to the students where we can monitor what they're doing. And like I said, my kids really, really enjoyed playing the games. Okay. All we need to do is we need to open Magic School AI in 2 different windows. And I'll show you right now. I'm just gonna tell you the steps, and then I'll show you on the actual page. Okay, and this is the specific instructions that we have to give the chatbot for the game. I tried it. I did one for math and reading, lectura. I did lectura en español. All you have to do is copy these instructions. And I would like for you to build a prompt for a choose your own adventure game for my students to complete. I want the students to be reviewing 4th grade math. You could change it to 4th grade reading, science, whatever. You can change that one. Review 4th grade math questions to help them. Review for the 4th grade STAAR test. Okay. I would like the students to get to pick their own theme of the game to begin. Please write the detailed prompt for the custom chatbot to follow this game. So this is all I did on the first window, and then I launched it to the student room. Okay, so all we have to do is open the Magic School, add a custom chatbot and customize it and give the specific instructions. And one thing we do have to add is the specific ticks for the game. And I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, so this can be used to review any subject. Like I said, I tried it for math, and then I tried it for lectura also. Okay, all you need to do, is the specific instructions from Rina and the ticks you want to review. Very easy. Okay. So I have here, I have here where I open, where do I put this? Okay, I have here the Magic School. All I'm gonna do is go to the Rina and I'm gonna give them specific instructions. And for that, I already have the instructions written on a folder. And I can add those instructions later to the chat on this training. See? And it's the same thing. I would like for you to build a prompt for a choose your own adventure game. And in this case, I did 4th grade math. Control C. I'm going to copy the instructions here. And in this case, I'm going to change it to review 4th grade reading in Spanish. I'm going to put lectura. For the 4th grade reading STAAR test in Spanish. Okay. So you can see that it does it also for in Spanish. So he's gonna generate the instructions. So this is what we're gonna need to add to our next step. So after we have these instructions, all we have to do is we're gonna open a new page for our school, Magic School, and we're gonna launch to students. Okay, launch a new room. I'm just gonna put here start review. Okay, next. The tool I'm gonna do is gonna be the custom chat bot here. Okay, I go next. And then here I'm gonna customize it. This is where the magic begins. So I'm gonna put lectura. And it's 4th grade here where it says instructions. This is where I'm gonna copy what the AI gave me on the first window that I opened. So all I'm gonna do is copy the instructions. Okay, Control C. I'm gonna copy them here. And then where it says optional, here's when I'm gonna add my ticks. So I already have them down and I'm using the ones for leap forward. So I just add that document there and I don't need the kids to see this, so I'm gonna hide it. And then the magic starts over here. I'm gonna put generate next and then generate. And here is the game. So what I like for the one in Spanish is that it gives them like a little paragraph or a couple of sentences for them to answer. And another thing that my kids really like is that it reads reads out loud the instructions to them. I don't know, you can.
No, we cannot hear because you didn't share your sound.
Well. So aquí, they have to choose what adventure they want to do. So I'm going to put 1 and then enter. ¿Sí? Y otra vez, ahora sí aquí les da todo. ¿Ves? Excelente. Te encuentras en la entrada de un misterioso bosque. Los árboles son altos y majestuosos, con hojas que brillan como si tuvieran polvo de estrellas. Un sendero se divide en 2 caminos. Antes de continuar, vamos a practicar nuestra comprensión lectoral. De acuerdo a la descripción anterior, que es lo que te dieron aquí, ¿qué características especial tienen las hojas de los árboles? So, like the little paragraph that they gave them, they have to answer. ¿Sí? Le pongo aquí B, letra B, porque brillan como si tuvieran polvo de estrella. Esperamos. Correcto. ¿Ves? Entonces le da otro parrafito aquí. Mientras avanzas por el sendero, escuchas un suave susurro. A tu izquierda, el camino lleva hacia una cueva brillante. A tu derecha hay un puente de cristal que cruza sobre un arroyo cantarín. De repente aparece una pequeña hada que te dice, para seguir adelante debes identificar qué tipo de lenguaje figurado usé cuando dije arroyo cantarín. So, otra vez, whatever they're reading, they have to choose the answer. So let's say I'm going to put D, which is the wrong answer. Let's see, and it tells them that it is the wrong answer, that they need to practice more. No es correcto. Y luego te dice, vamos a analizarlo juntos. La respuesta es B. ¿Quieres intentarlo de nuevo? Elige. Y luego le pones si quieres intentarlo o ¿Quieres seguir por el puente de cristal o prefieres volver al inicio del bosque? So again, it gives them options to continue. So I really liked that it's giving them like a small reading. It's not that they have to read like a whole passage, but something small, and it also is reading it to them. So I think that, I mean, at least my kids loved it when I tried that one for math, and they really, really enjoyed it because everybody's getting a different problem. And so I like it. So I'm just going to put save. And then I'm going to launch it to my students. So now my students are going to have access to the room. What I did last time, I copied the URL to the Google Classroom, and they just joined the room. And that's the way I'm been using the Magic School in my classroom. Any questions?
There's no questions so far, but I do wanted to ask you, have you used it with other subjects?
I did math, and I did reading, lectura en español. So I did both. I did one in English and one in Spanish. And when I saw it, it was that they were doing it for science 5th grade.
Can you show us a math one, Miss?
Yes, I have it here. Let me go back to my, where are my? So this is what they're telling me. They're, I don't know how to go back to the room after it's active.
Go to join info.
A ver.
Over there on the top.
Where? Join.
Yeah, and then join the URL. And then copy. And then open it in another tab. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, it gives them the rules that they have to do. So again, they have to choose their adventure. So I'm just gonna put number 4. So here's the problem. Needs to know how many milestone blocks to order. Each layer of the pyramid needs 245 blocks, and they're building 4 layers. How many blocks will they need in total? So what type of problem is it? You could either choose how to solve it. I'm going to put A. So then it's telling them like, okay, it's a multiplication. So that's the way the math is. So everybody gets a different problem. So not everybody's working on the same problem. Try solving it first and then check your answer with me, solve it together, or use a place value strategy to break it down. So you know what? I'm not sure, so I'm going to put a place value strategy, and it's giving it to them like this. So that's the way the math is. Any questions?
This is
I think
awesome.
it's pretty cool.
Now we do have a lot of secondary people joined our session, so this will be applicable to also TEKS in any subject
Yes,
and grade.
in any grade level, yes.
Ms. Garcia, do you have a question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to ask, okay, so you as the teacher created it. Can you share it with other teachers, or do you have to share the whole prompt with them in order for them to be able to
No.
do this on their own? Like if I make
cannot.
a game, can I share it with all the teachers and they can use the exact same game?
Yes, I believe so, because I got this from TikTok. So I think they said, but I didn't try it last
Just
night. Let me go
Go
back
back
to
in
my
there, and then if you go to the
if you go to
actual room,
your rooms,
Mhm.
I think this is what he said. Go
We-
here,
yeah,
and you're gonna
share template.
share a template.
You need to
Then
make
you're
it
gonna
up.
make it here public, and then copy the link, and then you send it to your coworkers.
Okay, so then they'll get a copy and then they can administer it to their students, right?
Correct.
Yes.
They can also edit.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then really quickly, because I was trying to follow along with you and do like my own version of it, on the tools that you need to add in, is there a specific tool that you have to add in order for them to be able to work? Because it's not letting me move on to the third part
Yes,
of creating a room?
it will be the custom
Custom chatbot.
custom chatbot.
Okay, got it. What happens if we allow them to use other tools? Like, are they going to be able to go off the game and kind of get off track, or?
Correct.
this
They will
one-
have access to the tools.
I think this one specifically is for like whatever the game is doing. If you add new tools, well, the game has to change, I guess, and incorporate the tools.
They can always create a different room if they want students to try out other tools, you know, separate from like this kind of a game.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It was a custom chatbot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Any other questions?
No. Denise, the custom chatbot is basically will allow you to have a conversation with the chatbot. You're just building the parameters behind it. The other tools will allow you for other different kinds of skills. So like the writing feedback, we use it to create and build it around it to provide ECR feedback for student responses as well. But for this type of gaming, it would be the custom chatbot only.
I'm gonna put the instructions on the chat, so this is what I used and it worked. All you have to do is change it, whether it is for math, for reading, or grade level, and just make sure that you include the ticks to your grade level.
And create lots of fun for your students.
I mean, they really enjoyed it because it was something new, and of course they always like something new.
So they were all engaged is what you're telling us. They
Yes,
loved it.
they were very engaged. And like this week that we tested, some of them were in the library and they were working. Miss, can we do the game? Yes, go ahead, and because it was still a review, so they were still working on it.
Nice.
And they're not thinking that they're reviewing.
One last question.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, if we wanted to embed like new item types, is it friendly towards that? Like if we wanted to put in a short constructed response, do we have to also input a rubric for it to be able to grade that short constructed response? Are there other steps, other prompts, or how can we adjust this prompt to be able to add in those new item types? Obviously, we're not going to be able to do like a drag and drop, not that, right? But multiple choice or multi-select or SCR, ECR, like none of those?
Multi-select, it might allow you to, if you're able to type A and B in the multiple choice answers. SCR and even ECR, but you will have to create, you will have to give a rubric and parameters on that. So that will take you a little bit more. of time.
So would you recommend to do like a different version of a game, not necessarily this type of style of gaming? Or
So I think for ECR and SCR, it is more focused on actually like reading a longer passage and using your strategies. So maybe the feedback, the ECR feedback, creating the writing feedback in it, not necessarily a game per se for that.
Okay, I get you. Okay. Thank you.
So that's what I did.
So have you tried short constructed responses?
Not here, no.
Okay.
Not yet. We graded the benchmark responses with the one you gave us, but
just
not
to
short.
extend it. Yeah, I was gonna do the short constructed response, but I haven't done it yet. I just focused on the extended.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like we don't have any more questions, so it's time for door prizes.
Oh my God, yes, and I forgot to do the wheel of names that you asked me to do.